Greetings ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a whirlwind tour of the hottest, freshest, and downright coolest Chinese anime of 2023. From epic historical adventures to heartwarming romances, we've scoured the realms of animation to bring you the absolute best that China has to offer this year. So, sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea, and prepare to be dazzled by the wonders of animation from the East. With the introduction out of the way, let's dive right in.
参见，陛下。
Starting off the list at number 11, we have Xyrin Empire. This is a fantastic science fiction web novel that was blessed with an anime adaptation earlier this very year, in the merry month of April 2023. Now, here's the scoop. This Chinese anime, spanning a mere 16 episodes, delves into the life of Chen Jun, our main character who is a bit of a daydreamer who aspires to be a true blue otaku. But lo and behold, fate takes a mischievous twist when he's suddenly thrust into the role of emperor of a kingdom that spans multiple universes. Quite the leap, I must say. With every other prominent characters denying the throne, our dear Chen Jun, alas, finds himself with no other option but to embark on this grand adventure, saving the world from Monday to Friday, while reserving his weekends for a spot of gaming.
你就乖乖为我的成功做贡献吧。等等，而且听说公主很漂亮，这家伙真的是勇者吗？
Next on our list is For Cut Hero, a jolly good Chinese anime series that spans a mere 10 episodes, all sprouting from a webcomic of the same name. So, the hero, in all his valiant glory, vanquishes the fearsome Demon King, only to discover that the damsel he intended to rescue turned out to be a dashing prince. Quite the plot twist, I must say. Now, he's looking at a life of pure leisure, basking in the warm glow of laziness and all things neat. That's not in education, employment or training, in case you're wondering. But my friends, if everything is going good, you must know that fate has other plans for you. Our hero soon finds himself entangled in ancient legends, age-old curses, and a mind-boggling plot involving a variety of kingdoms and dozens of dragons. However, come what may, our hero is determined to move forward with a sense of whimsy, even if it means rubbing shoulders with a few villains. Now, as for the meta details, this animated gem falls into the genres of action and adventure, with a sprinkle of harem and parody themes for that extra dash of pizzazz.
这个残兵首领的举动，天平全部在我意料之外。如果这小子不是疯子，恐怕他就是一个能履不匹敌的怪物。
At number 9 we have The Ravages of Time, an action-packed adventure anime that takes place in a historical backdrop, with some intense martial arts showdowns to keep you entertained. We're whisked back nearly 2,000 years ago, when the Han Dynasty of China was all the rage. But like any good story, this one's got a twist. The Han Dynasty crumbled into a million pieces, and from the ashes emerged three mighty nations, Wei, Shu, and Wu. Historians have dubbed this era the Three Kingdoms period, and let me tell you, it's a real wonder of a tale. We're talking heroes rising and heroes falling, alliances being made and shattered like your grand's porcelain teacups, and enough loyalty and betrayal to make even Shakespeare blush. So, get ready to dive into this whirlwind of heroic deeds and epic drama. It's a saga that'll leave you on the edge of your seat, craving for more.
等等，我的家产你们都拿到了，放过我，放过我妹妹。
Coming up at number 8 is Fang Sheng, a brand spanking new Chinese anime with a whopping 18 episodes packed with martial arts and adventure galore. In a world where might makes right, we have our young lad named Tian. The poor lad got swindled by his own fiancée, Yuan, and that rascal Mo Sen, who's the top dog in the Mo family. They nicked all his family's goodies and even gave him a one-way ticket off a cliff. Rather uncivilized behavior, I must say, but our plucky hero defied the odds and miraculously survived the fall. With a fire in his belly hotter than a dragon's breath, he made it his mission to get back what was rightfully his and give those scoundrels a taste of their own medicine. After facing more hardships than a teabag in a boiling kettle, he ascended to godly heights and ruled over the heavens in all 10 directions. Now, if you're itching to find out how young Tian spilled some blood and got his revenge, then brace yourselves for a saga of epic proportions.
啥？成为天青的一员？邀请我去游戏公司上班啊？我才不会上当呢！真正的奖励肯定藏在后面。
Allow me to introduce you to the latest Chinese isekai anime sensation, Monster But Wild, for the 7th position on our list. This anime is an absolute hoot, combining rib-tickling humor with intriguing adventures. Our MC, Mr. Dongdong, stumbles into the fantastical Azure world by pure accident, and he's transformed into the wimpiest wild monster you could ever imagine. But here's where it gets truly amusing. He strikes up a contract with the charming heroine named Bubble, and transforms into the mightiest pet in the world. Together, they set off on uproarious and exhilarating escapades in the Azure world. But But here's the twist in the tale. The game's NPCs, those non-player characters, and wild monsters start to wake up and yearn for the human realm. And Dongdong, being the curious sort, sets out to uncover the truth and find his way back to the real world. And Sir, our intrepid main protagonist, along with a motley crew of awakened NPCs, ordinary gamers, and other curious forces, embark on a wild ride as they unravel the connection between these two incredible worlds. Next up at number 6 is Since I Wasn't the Heroine. This is an ongoing Chinese historical anime series that is chock full of action and adventure, so much so that you'll have a jolly good time watching it. Our clever Bei hatches a cunning plan to attack the crucial town of Baicheng up north in the Daqi Kingdom. Now, guarding that place is the valiant Tang Yao and his brave bunch. They put up a fierce fight, but alas, they were outnumbered, and it ended in a bit of a disaster. Only one soul emerged unscathed, and that's Tang Ying, the second daughter. Now, what really gets Tang Ying all riled up is that her dear old dad laid down his life for the country, but instead of a hero's welcome, he got accused of cozying up to the enemy. In a bid to clear her family's name and take her dad's place, Tang Ying heads to the capital, thinking it'll be a piece of cake. But, as you can imagine, things are rarely that simple. Here's where the plot thickens, my friends. This anime gets more serious and unravels one mystery after another, making it an interesting and entertaining watch through and through.
我明白了，你这条命，我接下来当律师的，总归要有自己所坚持的正义，无愧于心，这是我给你的承诺。
Halfway through the list at number 5, we have yet another historical Chinese anime series on our hand called The Sovereign's Ascension. The story is about this fellow named Liyou, a mere sword lackey in the Qingyun sect over in the Tianshui Kingdom. But after a good old rebirth, something mighty peculiar happens to him. You see, he used to have the brains of a cheese sandwich, but suddenly, he's got the smarts of a fox. He busts out some fancy tiger fist moves and vaults himself straight into the triple realm of martial arts, where he can hobnob with the outer sect disciples. But here's the rub, dear friends, even though he's shed his lowly sword slave status and moved up in the world, Liyou still gets the cold shoulder from the other sect disciples. Why, you ask? All thanks to that daft unwritten rule that says, once a sword slave, always a sword slave. Life on the martial arts path ain't all sunshine and rainbows, let me tell you. But Liyou, bless his heart, is determined to overcome the odds, constantly testing himself, hunting down opportunities to get better, giving the sect's naysayers a run for their money, and rewriting the story of a mere sword slave's existence. He's on a quest to reach the tippy top of the martial arts mountain, and by Jove, he's going to give it his all.
夫君，你来了。
你也来了。
Next up at number 4, we have a cracking action comedy anime that made its debut in the merry month of April 2023. This anime is about a big-shot business whiz, who's somehow transported to an alternate history in the Wu dynasty. But here's the kicker, he ends up as a lowly son-in-law with the not-so-fancy name, Yining, and a courtesy name Liheng. You see, since his early days, Yining had dreams of becoming a martial arts maestro. So, in this second shot at life, he decides to keep his top-notch business skills under wraps and aims to become a legendary hero. But oh, dear friends, it turns out the world isn't as straightforward as he'd hoped. He gets roped into all sorts of tricky court cases, and to top it off, the Su family he's joined finds itself in hot water thanks to some rather menacing adversaries. Overall, my heroic husband is a right rollercoaster of an adventure, full of twists, turns, and a fair bit of humor.
平哥，你怎么了？
这是指甲。
Number 3 on our list is a top-rated mystery suspense anime called X and Y, also known as Aiyou's Secret Room. After a night out on the town with a few too many drinks, our protagonists Yan Yuchu and Huji find themselves caught in a downpour. Seeking shelter from the storm, they stumble upon something rather peculiar, a building housing Zhu Aiyou's escape game, XY. Now, despite the game's reputation and the fact that its owner is shrouded in mystery, these two chaps decide to have a crack at it. They've got a mere hour to unravel puzzles and navigate their way through a maze of eerie rooms. But lo and behold, they manage to escape just in the nick of time. However, it's not all fun and games, my friends. During their escapade, they come across bits and bobs that seem to hint at Zhu Aiyou's rather troubled history. These hints leave such an impression that vivid scenes from new escape games start haunting their dreams. Now, here's where it gets a tad peculiar. The very next day, Yan Yuchu gets a letter telling him to stay away from the escape games. But old Yan Yuchu, he's not one to back down. He's determined to get to the bottom of this mystery. Things get ever so confusing, and our lad is left wondering where reality ends and illusions begin. If you're in for a mind-blowing treat, then this anime is definitely for you. Runner-up at number 2 is Blades of the Guardians. This is a splendid historical action anime that graced our screens just this June of 2023. The story is about this remarkable guard wandering about in the western desert, making a hasty exit to avoid being turned into government's mincemeat. Now, he's handed a job to spy on folks over in the fancy Chang capital. You might think it's a walk in the park, but oh dear, it's more like tiptoeing through a minefield of crises and peril. And so, right at this point, we see the main character embark on a journey that could shake up the whole world's destiny. Brace yourselves, dear friends, for this adventure is no ordinary one. It's a saga of epic proportions. With a total of 15 episodes and a possible upcoming season, this is a must-watch new gen Chinese anime that you will surely fall in love with.
早啊，金腾，从医院回来顺道买了早餐，要不要一起吃呀？
新芽萌发的春天，我的青春由此开始了。
Finally, at the number 1 spot on the list is The Girl Downstairs. This is the top-rated Chinese anime of 2023 so far, and it's a school drama that's just bursting with romance and slice-of-life moments. Now, let's dive into this story. We've got a fresh-faced freshman named Yuan. The lad had one mission when he applied to Minsong University, to get close to his crush, the senior sweetheart named Zhui. Talk about dedication, eh? But that's just the start of our story. Once he's in school, he crosses paths with a former idol who'd given up on the student life. And as if that weren't enough, he bumps into another beautiful girl named Heroine at a luxurious social party. That's when our Juntang finds himself tumbling headfirst into an emotional whirlpool with these 3 gals. Oh, the drama, the indecision, the complicated feelings, it's a proper love triangle, I tell you. So, brace yourselves for a rollercoaster of school life, romance, and all the twists and turns that come with it. Will our lad Juntang find his way through this romantic maze? Watch the show to find out. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. These are the top 10 new 2023 Chinese anime that you must absolutely watch if you're craving for some new donghua to binge on. We hope you've enjoyed this recommendation and found something new and interesting to add to your watch list. Now, it's over to you. Have you already watched some of these shows, or are you itching to dive into these captivating worlds? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting anime recommendations, lists, top 10s, and more. Until next time, happy watching.